That the way the system is rolling out is that the paymasters, they've all been testing their system. They've been testing it successfully. They've been making test transfers, flushing out the corrupt people in real preparation to start making these funds available to all the different tiers. Would you say that's correct right now?
I would only add yes, but I would add one thing to it. They are also testing to find out which one of those, how many of those paymasters can be completely trusted. They're
Yeah.
also being tempered right now and tested, and it's more about testing them to make certain that it goes where it's supposed to after them. That they don't try to go ahead and skim right off on the top or just abscond with it. So yeah, it's been interesting to watch this one play out.
Great. So that means this is not bullshit. They've put people in place. These people are getting paid. Because we hear things like, okay, the redemption centers are being staffed through the holidays. They're being staffed through Thanksgiving. They're taking Christmas Day off. So right now it's looking like, okay, this is really happening. You've got first-hand information about people that are sitting at these desks. More or less, is this true?
Yeah, I've actually got a couple that are part of one of the three large banks here in the U.S. handling it, and their job has literally been flying here, flying there, and doing test transactions just to see who jumps. They're not getting a whole lot of sleep because of the time differences, but they literally have them flying back and forth to different ones to execute them, to see execute those transactions. I shouldn't say execute. Everybody's going to think, hey, they're finally stringing people up, but
Um, the redemption center system, we've always maintained, we get questions all the time saying, will I get an 800 number email? Do I call in the redemption center? Is there going to be a redemption center close to me? I live in a remote, like one guy lives in Aruba. He's saying, holy shit, what am I going to do? It's all very well if you're living in Chicago. What is that? If you're living in Chicago or a large city, that would make sense that they would have these redemption centers. And finally, are these redemption centers set up differently in different countries?
That's a good one to dive into because I'm told it is set up differently in different countries. Here in the U.S., there are, and different banks will have, depending on the area, will have their redemption centers. This is how it's been explained to me, and I know somebody has helped set up three of them for one of those major banks, including using me and my currency to test. In other words, to take it, run it through the machine, sit down, go through the role playing of me just being a customer. So for me, they're real, because I've been there. No, they're not going to give you where they're at for security reasons. I mean, come on,
Mm-hmm.
that would be absolutely stupid until it is time for you to go. Um, I'm trying to remember where I was going after that. Well, yeah, I am told in the U.S. at least they plan on having probably 90% of the population will be within 50 miles of one of them. I'm also being told that in rural areas, it's probably just going to be one of your local bank branches that they have set up to handle that area because they have an extra office, they have some extra room. I'm told because there's a much higher percentage of currency holders in the US than most other countries, that most other countries, it will just be located at one of the banks instead of a special area.
I think we'll have to wait a little bit because, first of all, you need a digital wallet, which will be not on an iPhone, not on a Samsung, but it'll be on what the official name will be, but it'll be a Tesla phone with Q technology. That will be your digital wallet. So there'll be an issue of getting those out as fast as they can to people so that you can have the assets there. So that then when you've got your assets there, first of all, you don't need a bank because you can just simply, through Starlink, you can just simply send Mark Z some money and he's got it within seconds. A lot of people will come into contact with for the very first time in their lives is somebody in that room will be from off planet. So this may sound crazy to you, and it sounded crazy to me when I first heard it, but the more I understand, the more I think for the first time in your life, you're going to come face to face with somebody that's not from this planet.